Welcome back. I've been making a Commodore 64 up from scraps. The 425 board, which was in a video quite a while back, which I repaired. 2 logic chips, 8701, and some traces underneath. The VIC chip, well, the dodgy VIC chip from the last, I'm making no sense here. The dodgy VIC chip from the last video, which I took off and put on this one, I've put a heatsink on it, and the multicolour fault hasn't come up since. Some of the fonts are slightly pink, very, very faint pink, but not multicoloured. So I'm going to say I've fixed it, sort of. Yeah, it's good enough. I'm going to post a short, if I remember. Well, I don't know why I put them on. Make myself look too sexy for the camera. I'm going to post a short if I remember. So you can see, because I don't think this video is coming out for a good 2-3 weeks, because I've got to wait for some labels coming from Poland. So I'll explain. Anyway, here's the keyboard. Very nice. Yeah, it's a lovely grey. Keys, I'll show you what they used to look like here. Or here. Here then. And after first retro byte is here. Yeah, I can't see, I'm just pretending. You can see, I can. This is like 5 goes, well 4 goes, and it's there, pretty much. It's as far as I'm going, because I'm bloody knackered with retro bright now. I've been doing my editing. These were really bad, well, as you've seen from here, or there, were one of them two. They were really bad. It was made up from multiple keys from obviously different keyboards and everything, so I've had to make one good keyboard out of another keyboard that I had as well, which is space, because the F7 keys, the F keys on this keyboard were knackered. Well, the front label, somebody scratched them off. I'm guessing the same guy who sanded this bit and polished that bit. I don't know, but anyway, I've had to order another tin because I ran out, so that'll be here tomorrow. So I can spray the inside as well, because I want to give it inside a spray. I don't want to leave it that colour. No clips. All the clips are snapped on this, I think. Yeah, they're all snapped. So I might 3D print some new clips. I don't know. I think I deleted the file for them, so I'll have to remake them again. But yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, I've done the bottom as well. Well, one coat, and then I ran out of paint. So it's the same colour, but again, I've got to do the inside, and also on the inside, while I was spraying it, I didn't even notice, but there's a big crack through there. I saw it once the spray paint was going on it, so I'm like, dang it. So I'll have to repair that and then sand it down and then respray it tomorrow. Also spray the inside, but also, if you look where the board, this is where the board screws into the motherboard. A lot of them aren't there anymore. Snapped, they've gone. I could rebuild them out of the epoxy, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still on here that are good. No, 4. The other one doesn't work on this board, does it? No, 4 what are good on this board, which is enough to hold the board. The LED, this is an old LED, so it's really dim. So what I'm going to do is, in a minute, get off. I sort of took the colour off. It didn't want to come off the blue or anything. So I've got multiple light emitting diodes, LEDs. Little symbol there. That's your voltage. Yes, that's 5 volt. That's a 3 volt white one. I could put another red one in there, but it'll just clash with the case. My OCD will kill me. It's on anyway at the minute. Right, so the nearest pin, this is where your LED plugs into here. So the nearest pin is your plus, the middle one is your negative. And it's 5 volt, so don't put a 3 volt in here while you're holding it, because the diode will get really hot really quick and explode on you. So there you go, nice white, can you see that? Yeah, you can. Nice white LED. So we'll take that out, that dull, worn out, I'll show you. Oh wait, Oh, missed. There you go. You see it. You can just about see it. It's a bit worn out, which they do over time. They do start to burn out. Eventually they'll just go off. So I'm going to replace it. The other thing is, I had a job getting off the bottom case, the label. Now, I was tempted to just tape over it and spray around it, and I thought, nah, that's not a proper job. So I've took the label off, but as you can see, it's delaminated a bit in areas. So the top bit, the actual label itself, is foil, and then the back is just sticky back plastic. So what I might do is try and delaminate it completely, and then put double-sided tape on there and line it up perfectly, because it's just going to come off otherwise anyway. And I've managed to save the feet, so I don't need to replace them, thank God. So plug it in and then power it on. You see that? Voila. Oh, it's a bit bright. Jesus. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you can see. Jeez, yeah, you can definitely see it on the camera. It's like a torch. Yeah. I could put a resistor on there just to dim it a bit, but yeah, what the heck. Whoever buys, they can get blinded. I'm going to pause the video for the next 3 weeks until the badges come, because I'm nearly done with it. All I've got to do is spray paint again. Give this top another light sand, because there's still some marks on here that I want to get rid of. Give that just a quick light sand and then another repaint. I mean, you can't see them, but when I'm here and the light catches it in a certain way, I can see it. And I wouldn't want to buy it if it was like that. Well, I'm anal, so it would bug the hell out of me. So I expect that somebody else who buys it would be the same. So yeah, I'd rather it be perfect. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm going to the tape cart, which I've took out the case because it came in a case for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway. So I'm going to do the usual. Take that off of there, out, wire it up, and have it on the internal. Last time I had an extension micro USB to micro USB going externally in the case, and then on the case I cut. I can't remember where it was. Was it on the side? Oh no, it was over here, wasn't it? It was over here. I cut a little slot, and you had the little micro SD there. I'm not going to do that this time. The reason being, there's over 2,000 games. I've got a Commodore 64 file, which has over 2,000 games on it. You're not going to want to put more games on it. So, but I mean, if you do, just open the bloody case and take the SD card out. It's only 3 screws. But yeah, so I'm not going to bother with that. I don't see the point really. I mean, people want to put demos on there and stuff like that, and yeah, they're going to have to open it up, take the SD card out to do it, rather than taking it out of the side. Right, fresh out of the paint booth. Well, an upside down plant pot, but both inside and outside. Yeah. Same at the bottom, outside and inside. So what I'm going to do, put a little secret message here. SHG Retro, or the end, because this is the last Commodore 64 I'm ever going to do. The last video was the last one I'd ever do. And then I thought, well, I've still got this. I don't want Commodore 64. Well, I do, but I don't. Yeah, so I thought, well, I meant to do a video on this one. Well, I wasn't going to, but I have now. Very indecisive, aren't I? So now all I'm waiting for is the labels, which is 2 weeks away. So, yeah. So I kind of lied just a minute ago where I said, next time you see me, I'll have the labels, because next time you see me, I've got the paint. Well, another tin of paint, because I ran out of the one. But yeah, it's all the little scuff marks. I mean, you couldn't see them anyway, unless you were looking, and I was looking, so I wouldn't want it. So there's no way I'm going to do it and then palm it off on somebody. It has to be perfect, especially if it's the last one. It's going to be the creme de la creme. Right, so 2 weeks later, still hasn't turned up. Labels, that is. Well, you'll know because I've just said it, literally. Anyway, I thought, while I'm waiting for that, I may as well just get everything else done. So I've printed off on the 3D printer 3 replacement clips. So I've quickly designed them, nothing special, like about 20 videos ago, where the cover had no clips, so 3D printed them. So you see, I've sprayed them as well, so they match the actual cover. So they work perfectly. They're super glued in, so they ain't coming out. Well, I hope they're not. Next bit is, I'm just going to put this tape cart internally, like I normally do. But the last bread bin, I put one of these internally. I made a bracket to go over here, in between the basic and kernel. Well, character ROM and kernel. Character ROM and kernel. Anyway, but I can't find a file. I really can't be bothered to design another one. So, not a budgeted scarper. Sort of. I did think about, this is a ground plane. There's nothing in it, no traces or anything. I was going to drill a few little pinholes in there and then put some, I've got loads of these like standoffs with the plastic, but then I'd have to drill this as well, and I thought, I don't really want to drill the board either, and I don't want to drill this, so I'm going for the easy option. Sticky black, it's white, sticky back foam, a double-sided sticky back foam. And what I'll do is I'll just put a couple of pads here, a couple of pads there, and then just stick it down on here, this area here, because it fits nicely. As you see, it'll fit in there nicely, like that. You won't need to take that out, because there's the SD card there, so you just push on it and it pops out. So if you want to put more games on, just open it up, take the card out, put more games on it. Although this is a 32 gig, I might have to change this. I didn't realise this. I picked the wrong bloody card, haven't I? So I've got 1 gig cards, I think, downstairs somewhere. But this is a 32. Yeah. There's probably about, there's over 2,000 games on here and probably about 30 demos, maybe 20, and a few other bits. Probably only taken up 300 meg, if that. Probably not even that, actually, to be fair. No, probably about 100 meg. So I don't need a 32 gig. So I'm going to desolder these, and on the back as well. But when you desolder these, so you either flatten the work surface, desolder them. Don't put your face over them, because these are spring loaded. Well, not spring loaded, but they're under tension. So if you put your face down, desolder it, it'll ping a little bit. You could flick solder in your eye, or worse, up your nose. So I'm just going to desolder these, and then solder Dupont 6x6 onto the top surface. Doesn't matter about the undersurface, because the undersurface and the top surface is the exact same as on the Commodore 64 port as well. It's the exact same top and bottom. So I'm just going to solder them onto the top, and then snip these ends off first and tint them as well. Right, so what I've done is soldered all the cables to the back through the through holes which are there. I've got to do the orange one again because it's the ground, and it's it's a little bit higher than it should be, but it's for testing purposes. So as you can see, so when you're wiring it, because it plugs in that way into the back like that, you need it that way to match all the cables to each through hole. Did you get me? You'll figure it out. It'll only go bang once. All I'm going to do is find a comfortable place. I think about there. Yeah. Get some sticky pads. I should test it really, but I'm being a bit advanced. And put a strip of cat tape in between them two. Stop those pins from touching anything. They won't, because they're raised off because of these pads, but just to be sure. I should have tested this really before sticking it down, but yeah. Now I know the board's clean because I've cleaned it. I can go down there, which it sticks down quite nicely. Let me just feed that cable around there for now. I'll sort that out at a later date. Actually, it needs to go around that because that bit gets a bit warm. Oh, there we go. It fitted nicely. Right, let's bitch slap you tripod. Let's give it a quick test. Keyboard. Yeah. Clips in place. Clips in place. Sweet. So there is one technical glitch. This way it had the damage. Well, it's still got the damage there, but I've sort of stopped it. We can't go any further. But it's slightly, you see, it's slightly out. All the rest is flush. So what I might do, I've already painted it, so I could heat it up with the heat gun, take everything out, the board out and everything, heat it up gently, and then try and pull it back a bit, prise it back. But it could make the crack worse, so it's 50-50 whether I do it or not. I mean, it's bugging me. It's my OCD. I don't like seeing strange marks which shouldn't be there, or cracks. Right, fingers crossed it works. SID's gone ping, so that works. Shift run stop, and we should see found browser. That's a good signal, because now it'll come up with found browser. There we go. Right, so that worked. Yeah. White lines. Oh, ain't got much volume on that. No, I have. Oh, might be too loud now, but yeah, you can see. Yeah, sweet. That's 2 jobs out of the way. Well, all the jobs are out of the way now, apart from the 2 labels when they turn up. And then that's done. And I can't bloody wait. It's been a long one, this one. Yeah. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't going to make this video, but I thought, well, it's my last Commodore 64. So that's another thing. I'm going to take the board out, right underneath. It's HD Retro at the end. And everybody will know this is the last Commodore 64. So this would be worth a friggin' fortune. Remember that when you want to buy it off of eBay. Yeah. Sweet. Probably not about 50 quid. Well, no, a bit more than that. Sweet, that's that done. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. So there you go. So it looks fine. I mean, this cable, obviously, I might take it up that way and run that way, but other than that, yeah, looks alright, yeah. And like I said, since I put that heatsink on there, I've never had the problem with the multicoloured fonts. You can see some of the fonts are very, very faintly pink rather than white. But other than that, everything works. So I might just leave that rather than doing the 12 volt to 5 volt, 12 volt to 5 volt mod, which is you split this track here and make a decent gap, and then you can put an 8565 in place here, which is only a 5 volt VIC rather than these 12 volts. And they don't get as hot, the 8565s, so you don't need a heatsink on it. Yeah, it's not a bad job, is it? They look a bit wonky. I think it's because the cable's pulled over. They ain't going anyway, so there's the SD card. So if you want to add your own games, just push it in and then it'll just slide out. Probably not this card because it's a 32 gig. It doesn't need a 32 gig. Yeah, sweet. Not bad. Commodore 64 from scraps. Right, I forgot where I'm up to, so if I repeat myself, tough. I'm not, well, I probably will edit. Actually, I can edit it so I won't repeat myself. Anyway, 3 weeks later, yeah, they've turned up. Bit excited. Waiting 3 weeks for the bloody things. Where's me? Hang on. Sexy goggles. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it is plastic, but it's not mirrored finished, not like a brushed stainless finish. And then the 64 bit come out. Nope. Then the power sticker, whatever you call it, come out badge. It's got a 64 on it. Quite nice. So finally, after the longest build I've ever done in my bloody life, and my last. Hang on, my dogs are having a fight. Not my dogs. I don't do pets. Shut up. Come on, somebody come out and say shut up. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by Fleabag. I'm not shutting the window because it's too friggin' hot. Let's get this on here. I should have played some music for the peel reveal thing. Well, it wasn't really a reveal, was it? Because it ain't got any on the top. Get that. And cool, that's super sticky. Please don't mess up. There we go. Make sure it's well stuck down. And it is. Oh. Dang it. Gotta take that collar off. Put the collar through. That. If it'll go through. Go through. Be careful because it's plastic. Sure, don't forget it's plastic. And that, just line up the hole like that. It says, get in the hole. Ah, sweet. So just a bit of that. I'm gonna put the LED back in. That's not bad, is it? Let's see if I can get them both lit. Yeah. And then power it on. It's like a bloody torch. Yeah. How's that? I did have another idea. Not with this. This is finished now. Well, with a 64C, the case from a 64C. I won't share it with you because I don't know if I'm doing it, and if I'm doing it, I don't know if I'm going to do a video of it. I don't know, so, and plus I've got to check on a few things, not up here, on the internet, just to make sure it will work. But yeah, done. It's been a long job. That's like 5 weeks I've been doing this. Well, actually 6 weeks if you count the week I spent repairing the board, which was a part board, which is in another video from about 5 months ago, maybe. I'll add it at the end, somewhere here or there. I don't know. Yeah, so there you go. Commodore 64. Silver edition or grey edition. I can't call it silver edition. There is a silver. There is a silver edition. Anyway, so I'll add a few photos at the end, so you can see in 4K. Even though I'm not uploading in 4K, because yeah, I did one of my videos, I started a 4K video. Jesus Christ. I only recorded like 10 minutes of me doing some soldering, and it was like 2 gigs. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it in 4K. It takes forever and a day to upload. Next up that, yeah. Sweet. Well, that's it. That's me done. That's this channel done, I think, pretty much. Because I've got nothing planned. I've still got the 500 plus board under there, but I need chips and I'm not paying 120, 150 quid for a set of chips. You can buy a whole Amiga for that. So yeah, so Commodore 64 Grey Edition from scraps. Just scraps I've found under there. I'm making them up. So yeah, not apart from a few bits of board. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that and have a nice life. Cheers. See ya. Like a pain in the ass. Right.